It is my opinion that everything in life is a complete waste of time except children. That's my opinion. And that's a very extreme opinion, but that's how I feel. Everything that anybody does is a complete waste of time if it does not involve children. Anything at all. Every single thing is an act of pure selfishness that if it doesn't involve children. And it's okay to be selfish. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with doing things that you like because you like to do them and doing things you want to do because you want to do it for yourself or be with friends or something like that. That's okay. That's cool. I did that for a long period of my life. But life has no meaning without children. And that's a very extreme statement to make, but that's my experience. And it doesn't mean that if people don't have children, they don't have a life. It doesn't mean that, because you have to have kids when you're ready to have kids, right? You can't have kids before you're really ready to have them. Although no one's ever really ready. So, having kids puts everything in perspective. It puts the value. For most people, work becomes pointless and meaningless after having kids, especially women, because the bond and relationship you have with your children is so much more powerful and so much stronger than anything you have in your work. That's, it's like if you sit down and you say this piece of paper with all these numbers and words on it is more important than my kids. Yeah, if somebody tells me that this piece of paper with these numbers and words is more important than their children, then there's something wrong with these people. I won't kill them. I'll just feel sorry that they feel that way. And there are so many stories that people tell when they're older about the choices they made in their life to spend time with their work or spend time with their kids, and they chose their work, and every single person regrets it. Every single person regrets it. So yeah, I love my job, but my job doesn't mean anything when I'm with my kids. My time with children is not important to me because of what I teach them. It's important to me because of what they teach me. Children are a constant reminder of all of the things that you don't know. And what we don't know is much bigger than what we do know. So it's a constant reminder of what it is to be human. It's a constant reminder of what it is to learn and to grow and to ask questions. And it's a constant reminder of who we are. Constant, always. If I have a problem, one of the first groups of people that I go to with my problem is my kids. I ask my kids what would they do. Now my son is old enough to understand that question. My daughters are not, but I still ask them, because they don't have prejudice, and that's so powerful. Because the reason why we can't find answers to our problems in life is because we can't see them, because we are blocking them ourselves with our own prejudice and our own history and our own confusion. But children don't have that. For children, the world is crazy, endless possibilities. It's a box of Lego that from which you can build anything. And adults tend to look at the box of Lego and feel sorry that there's not more parts there or some extra different things or whatever. They have this prejudice, this limiting aspect, whereas children don't let that stop them. Adults think, oh, I'm not going to climb the tree because I might fall, and children just see an adventure, and they don't see falling as negative. They see it as part of the experience, as part of the adventure. And so the children, I think, a lot of the time have the answers, and they need a little bit of guidance, a lot of freedom, and positive experiences. And with those things, children can and will change the world for the better. Adults get caught, and there's a phrasal verb, caught up. It means you're trapped in something. You can't get out. And adults get caught up in life, bills, which are important and stupid things at the same time. We get caught up in bills. We get caught up in trends and fashions. We get angry at the news, or we get happy or sad depending upon if our football team or hockey team wins or loses. Which happens to all of us. We all feel like that, right? We all feel like that. And we all have things that we like and things that we follow and things that we're emotionally connected to. And but it's not really very important. And it's definitely not as important as being with children, which for a lot of people is secretly the most frightening and scary thing in their world. You take most adults and put them in a room full of children, and the adults will shit themselves. They are so scared. They don't know what to do. They are so disconnected from the world. Now, on the other hand, you get some people who just are naturally gifted at being with children and playing with children and organizing children and teaching them and working with them, and that's fantastic. But my experience of adults is that a lot of them have very complex relationships with children, which is crazy because they were a child once as well, and they seem to be caught up in this adult world, and they've forgotten what it's like to be a child, which is one of the great problems of education. Education looks fantastic, but it's designed by adults for adults. The children don't think in the way that education is designed. They're a completely different process. There's this organization of 45 minutes in this classroom and 45 minutes in this classroom, and then move over there, and then move over there, and then over there, and those people move over here, and these people move. Perfect organization, which is, of course, complete madness. Learning is absolutely natural. Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Borders give us direction. They let us know where we are. It's like a game without rules. Can you have a game without rules? Well, no, you can't. You need rules for the game because it makes it fun. And you need to play, both teams need to play by the same set of rules. Otherwise, you can't have a game. Do you know the Beatles song, All You Need Is Love? Da, 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 da. All you need is love. Love. Come here. Come here. Right. Under my picture of John Wayne, Americana, are the lyrics to the Beatles, All You Need Is Love, which sound a little bit crazy. You have to think about it a little bit. It's very, very intelligent lyrics. I'll read them. There's nothing you can do that can't be done. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game, and it's easy. Okay, there's nothing you can do that can't be done. What does that mean? You can do anything you want to do. This is what it means. You can do anything you want to. There's nothing you can sing that can't be sung. You can sing anything you want to sing. There's nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. You can learn how to play the game. Life is a game. There are rules. You can learn how to play it. It's easy. All you need is love. Do, 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 do. There's nothing you can make that can't be made. You can make anything you want to make. That can't be made. It's ambiguous. It's hidden. The meaning is hidden, but it's very, very simple. No one you can save that can't be saved. You can save anybody that you want to save. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. There's nothing you can know that can't. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. It's like there's nothing new in the universe. Everything that is already is. There's nothing you can see that I think that isn't shown. What you see is what there is. There's I can't read the last part. I think there's nowhere you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. You are always exactly where you need to be to learn exactly what you need to learn. It's easy. All you need is love. In my opinion, the lyrics to this song are some of the most profound poetry of the 20th century. And because it's a pop song, it goes over people's heads. They don't think about it. And they just think about the chorus. All you need is love, do 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 do. All you need is love, love, love is all you need. But this idea that life is a game and there are rules, and this is what I teach the teenagers, the younger teenagers that I work with. You don't like, most of them don't like school. I said, you don't like school. You don't like school because you're not completely free there. You're not free because there are rules that you didn't make. Where else do you find rules that you didn't make? In games. Every sport has rules. Now, when you learn the rules of the game, you can learn how to play the game. Because you're not going to win if you try to play by different rules. Everyone's going to look down on you or give you punishments or hate on you or whatever. But when you learn what the rules of the game are, then you can learn how to play the game, and then you can win. But you're not going to win, you're not going to get anywhere until first you learn the rules of the game. And school is full of rules. ways things need to be done, people that you need to speak to, orders that you have to follow, tasks you have to complete. There's no way around it. So learn the rules of the game and you can get through the game. A lot of human relationships are part of those things. I don't want it to seem like, oh, everything is a game. But a lot of things connected to our life are work, for example. Just like a game, there are things that happen in work that you like, and there are things that happen that you don't like. Some days you'll win, some days you'll lose, some days people will break the rules and you won't like it and you'll get frustrated. But if we understand that there are certain rules that we have to follow, then we're not going to get frustrated by things we don't understand happening. A lot of people get frustrated with that. I don't understand why it's like this. These are the rules. These are the rules. You know, you want to play football, you can't pick up the ball and run with it in your hands. It's a kicking game. You use your feet and your legs. And these rules provide some structure, and they help people. They also stop people from doing things as well. That's the way that the world works, and this is the way that we try to make things bigger, better, brighter, and safer for everybody. And the point that you made was about borders and rules and everything being wild. No, I don't want everything to be wild. I am a person who enjoy a lot of structure in my life. And many of the things that I enjoy in life come from elements of structure. But I don't think we want to lose that sense of wonder and amazement and inevitable possibility that is the child looking up at the stars on a dark night and staring out into the universe and looking out into the universe in amazement and wonderment at a million questions that don't have answers. Meanwhile, the adults are halfway through a bottle of wine, trying to escape from the prison that they feel their life is. Life is full of temporary solutions to permanent problems. The bottle of wine is a temporary solution to a permanent problem. It helps get you from today to tomorrow, but it doesn't do any more than that. So that's my experience anyway. Everything has its use, everything has its reason. Alcohol is but the truth is that alcohol has been used as physiological and psychological medicine for thousands of years. So so much so that the recipes for alcohol were closely guarded secrets for thousands of years. See, in the world we live in today, where alcohol is pervasive, it's everywhere, where we tend to think that the world was always like this. But it wasn't until about 200 years ago. Alcohol was something which was limited, highly licensed and quite rare in a lot of communities. simply because of the fact that people did stupid things after drinking too much, and you know, how much is too much. It really depends. So there's the important question is about to solve temporary problems or to solve permanent problems. If we go back to the lyrics of the song, there's nothing you can do that can't be done. Yeah, if we go back and use that as a reference, it says do what you can do. That which is in our power to change, we have a duty and responsibility to exert some control over those things. That which it is not in our power to change, we should go with the flow, right? You know, if scientists decide, oh, the Earth is spinning too fast, we should try to slow it down. It's not a good idea. The universe has its own harmony and balance. We shouldn't play with it too much.